Hey, 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 freedom! Woo! I just found that song today. I don't know, it popped up on my Facebook page and it was like calling out freedom. I was like, freedom. That's what I want to talk to you today about. Freedom, 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 freedom. I know I said I'm going to talk to you about never being broke again, but if you're broke, then you don't have freedom. It's no way you can be broke and have freedom in the same time. They just don't exist in the same spirit at the same time. If you're broke, that's because you don't have freedom. You are more like a slave when you're broke. And that's what I hope today to reach out to people. Because see, I am on a mission. I'm on a mission to find me business partners, people that I can actually work with that can help them bring them from being broke to being free. Because it's time we all got freedom. I know they told us before that we used to be slaves, but if you working on a job and you in a situation where you're not making enough money to do the things that you want to do, then you are essentially not free. You're not free. You are a slave. You are not being able to do the things that you want to do because you don't have freedom. If you have freedom, freedom means that you're not going to, if you can get up when you want to wake up, you wake up because you finish sleeping, not waking up because the alarm clock goes off and it's time for you to get up to go someplace that you don't even want to go, but you got to go there anyway. Places that you got to do some things that you don't want to do, but you got to do it anyway. Work there from almost spend your entire waking hours there doing things that you don't want to do just to make a little bit of money so that you can get by until next month. That's not freedom. That's not freedom at all. And I want to share with you today. I want to find some people who are really want that freedom, who want to taste what that freedom really means and what it really feels to be free. I found this business about 7 months ago, and 4 months ago, I walked away from my job. I am totally free. I'm on my own. I'm being able to pay my bills. I wake up when I want to wake up. I do the things that I want to do. I travel when I want to travel. I do whatever I want to do. When you work on a job, they tell you, everything. When you're going to have lunch, they tell you whether you can go to see your kids' activities or not. They even tell you who in the family funeral you could attend. Like, oh, my cousin died. Well, that's not your immediate family, so no, you can't go to your cousin's funeral. You got to come to work. That's the type of thing that's not freedom, and those are the type of things that having those type of things keep you just over broke. See, I've invited quite a few people to this live today, but I specifically picked out 37 of you that I have been speaking to over the past 4 or 5 weeks. About a business opportunity, about becoming a business partner. I'm looking for people that's ambitious, people who are just sick and tired of being sick and tired. A lot of people even have their own businesses, and having your own business is a wonderful thing. That shows that you're innovative, that you understand that the only way you're going to have any type of freedom is if you do things for yourself. We've been programmed a long time ago to depend on systems to do things for us. And that's not the way that we will ever be able to get any kind of freedom. We're never going to get freedom depending on a system to do anything for us. And even if you're having a job, you're working in a corporate system, or you're working in a system where you're coming in every day that they programmed us to do for the time we started preschool. Come in, work 8 hours, eat when they tell us to eat, go home when they tell us to go home, just to go to sleep and start do the same thing all over again. And you always make just enough money to pay your bills, because what happens is once you get into this system and you get a job and you go out and you buy things that your newfound money has brought you, which is usually a place to live and maybe a vehicle to get around in, and then you have to pay that rent, and you have to pay the electric bill and the cable bill and the internet bill and all these other bills. So you have to pay for the car note and all those other things that you have to do, and you're trapped because you can't leave this job, because if you leave this job, you don't have the money to pay these bills, but you're gonna always forever be just over broke. That's what they say. Jobs stand for just over broke. That's what you'll always be, just over broke, because you're not gonna have enough money to do the things that you want to do. Now, I want you to imagine for a second, what would it feel like if you're able to just take off to go to Paris because you feel like it today, and you decide while you're there that you're going to stay an extra week there because you feel like it today? Or what it's like to go into any type of top level boutique in the world and just buy all the clothes that you want. Don't even care about what the price is. You just pick up the clothes because you want to pick them up. or get what it feels like to just donate whatever kind of money you want to whatever charity you want, or to help another family out. What would it feel like to just be able to do those things and not have to worry about money, worry about how you make it, or how you're going to pay your bills? Wouldn't it be just wonderful to be able to never worry about being broke ever again? I think that's wonderful, and that is what I'm seeking right now. That's why I am seeking business partners to come who are ambitious and ready to do whatever it takes to get to that level where you can now relax and enjoy yourself. Because if you work on a job, the only thing you're going to get is maybe the end of the year they might possibly give you an end of the year increase. They might possibly give you what they call a cost of living increase, which is really not a cost of living. They give maybe a 1%, 2% increase in your pay. So maybe you get an extra $50. And after tax, it comes to about $30. That may be what you get, what they call a cost of living increase. But unless you work for yourself, you're not going to be able to desire to get the things that you desire. Now, I know the problem with a lot of people is one or two things. One, people think working for yourself is very risky because they feel like, you have to work for your paycheck. Where on a job, you're going to get a paycheck just for showing up every whatever hours you're supposed to show up. But what if you can work your job, make sure that you get a paycheck, but you start something part-time on the side in your spare time that you build up to the point where you're able to make more money on this part-time job than you're making on your full-time job. And now you have options. Now the ball is in your hands. Now you can continue on this job if you want to, or you can quit this job if you want to, because you don't have to worry about how your bills are going to get paid. You've now worked enough and created enough income so that now you have a choice. You can stay on the job if you desire, or leave it, because you no longer have stress. You're now starting to have freedom. So a lot of people, they think that starting a part-time job is also risky. Well, you know what? There's risk in every single thing that we do. There's risk in everything. I was actually listening to one of my partners, Dan. She was talking about risk. And it's true. There's risk in everything you do. Matter of fact, just this past weekend, my husband and I went out to visit some friends. Friends of ours were visiting in North Carolina from New Jersey, and we met up with them. And my husband rolled over something while we were out. I don't know what it was. We thought he hit a pothole. But the car drove and it got us to where we were going. And we ended up going to our friend's house, having a good time, laughing, talking to 2:00 in the morning. And we get ready to leave. And we come out and find that 2 tires are flat on the car. 2 tires on the driver's side is completely flat. Well, we got 1 spare. We don't have 2 spares. So we have to call the tow truck. Took 2.5, 3 hours for the tow truck to get there. Tow truck finally came, got back home. Tow truck took the car off the thing, and then he dropped something on the hood of my husband's car and destroyed the car. See, that was a risk. We took a risk. We went out to visit some friends and stopped to get ice. That's what happened. We stopped to get ice, and just stopping to get ice caused all of this stuff to happen. It's a risk. When you walk out the house, it's a risk. It's a risk with everything. Some people walk out the house and never make it back home. But if you risk something like starting a business, you're taking a risk to better your life. And if you start your business, come on a business partner with me, you get a whole team of people who are geared to making sure that you're successful in whatever it is that you're doing. Because your success is our success. That's just kind of how it works. I work as a distributor with a company called Tava. And let me tell you about Tava. Tava, they're actually a relatively new business. They've been in business for a little over 2 years. But, it's a Black-owned business. Proud and happy to say that. And they have these awesome products. And let me tell you what Tava stands for. Tava stands for, it's Tov in the Hebrew language. And it stands for ark. Now, if you know anything about the story in the Bible about Noah and the ark, Noah was running around telling everybody that a storm was coming. And people was laughing at him. They was like, man, look at Noah over here building an ark. Talk about a storm is coming. And they was just carrying on with life while Noah was steady going after them, telling them, hey, a storm is coming. get on board, a storm is coming. And the people were just laughing at them, like, oh yeah, okay, whatever. So they weren't taking it serious. But Noah, what happened was everybody else perished. Noah and the people who aborted the ark were the only people who survived. Now I'm here to tell you right now, the storm is coming. Whether you realize it or not, you gotta know something's going on. The storm is coming, and you can see it now. You can just see it by the rate of how fast inflation is going. Just go to the supermarket and try to buy something and see how high it is this year than it was last year. And it's only going to keep going up. And what's going to happen is if you have no plan B and your job is not paying you any extra money and the price of everything is steadily going up, like gas, for example, gas last year or year before last was like $1.80, $1.70, $1.50. This year it's almost $4 for gas. See, things are going to be going up year after year. And the thing is, if you're not doing something to make sure that your pay increases with the rate of inflation, you're going to really find yourself in a really bad spot in the storm that Noah was talking about. I see Tikecia. I think Tikecia is coming on board here. Hold on. Let me add you to the string. Hey, Tikecia.
Hey, girl. Hey.
How you doing tonight?
I'm awesome. How you?
I'm doing okay. I'm over here talking to these people because you know what? I'm actually out here looking for some business partners. I'm looking for people that's ambitious, people that are ready to start really making some money. I'm looking for people who are really going to board what we call the ark or tower, because they really need to understand the importance of getting themselves a plan B, getting themselves freedom. I don't know if you were able to watch, but I started off tonight playing this song called Freedom, because I really want to help people get to that freedom and learn how to never be broke again. Right? Learn how to get to be free.
Yes, let's get y'all free.
We need
freedom.
Everybody. See, look, you got your freedom jacket on. See,
yes,
we have Tikecia and I have discovered the freedom, and happy that we did. And we just kind of want to shout it from the rooftops to everybody, because I think everybody needs to understand about this opportunity, about the things that we're able to do with this company that we call Tava, and how it's just, I think I was saying, I think a lot of people, because I've been speaking, I have like 37 people who have been open to the opportunity, but they haven't pulled the trigger yet. And I'm thinking of things that would stop a person. I was thinking maybe they're afraid of risk, but there's a risk in everything that we do. If the longer you stay broke or just over broke, then you are always going to be at risk, because the slightest thing that happens, like I just told the story about how Friday we went out, my husband and I, and end up both of our tires was flat. Like 2 tires on the car was flat. He hit something and the tires was flat. And see, if you don't, that could really be something detrimental to a lot of people, because it costs a lot of money. He has an Audi. It costs a lot of money to get the car fixed, just to get the tires fixed. And not only that, but the guy who towed the car dropped something on the hood of the car, and now he got a big dent in the car. So it was just a rough night that night. But
wow.
You never know about what kind of risk what happened to you, and how you might have to come out of your pocket for extra money, and something like that could really set a person back if they don't have the finances to actually take care of something coming out of the blue at you. And something is always coming out of the blue at us. And if we don't have a plan B, or we don't have another way to take care of these things, we could really be in a bad spot.
I totally agree with that. And I was looking for you Friday too, Dawn. Now I know what happened.
Yeah. I had to call. I hit up Ramonia I think maybe like 3 hours. Or first, I wasn't even going to be on it that night because I was going out. So friends of mine came in from New Jersey. They were here in North Carolina, and they were only going to be here till Sunday. And so my husband worked Saturday and Sunday. So right after work, and I knew he gets off about 7:30, 8 o'clock, and we start at 8. So I knew I wasn't going to be able to make it. So I could call Ramona. He's like, I'm not going to be able to make it tonight. And then the whole disaster craziness started. I wish I would have made it. I wish I would have.
No. Like you said, things happen, and we do really need that plan B in place, unfortunately. Because working a job, like you said, I mean, you could work, but how much money can you actually save?
Yeah. because most of the time your job is just enough to pay. It's just enough to trap you in to have to need that job because you feel like, what you have to have your bills paid. You have to be able to, you know, pay your rent. So you feel like you can't do anything. You can't leave the job because if you leave the job, then what? But the cool thing about the industry that we're in, you don't have to leave your job in order to start working this job part time. You have a full time job. You work this job part time. So like you be on your lunch break working or however you working before work,
In the bathroom.
working because what are you building toward? You want to be able to walk away from that job one day, correct?
Exactly. Yeah. I couldn't
That's
even imagine. I don't know. I'm 43. I don't know how long I could imagine working, to be honest with you, Don.
yeah. Well, some people can't never. They don't ever want a job. Some people just if they that person that can only work for themselves. I say more power to you. I wish I did this in my 20s. Like I really wish I in my 20s had learned about opportunities like this and gotten aboard then and learned the business. And actually, I wish I'd been on the dream team, the dream team, and
Oh,
learned
it's on this side.
learned this business so that I could actually. Right now, I would be totally financially free. I'll be being able to call the shots whenever I want to call the shots and have spent most of my life in that type of situation. But nobody ever teach us about money or finances or anything like that. Like I have a lot of the people that I actually talk to or target, they actually own their own businesses, but they own their own businesses, which kind of means you exchange a job for a business. And when you do that, you actually work harder when you have your own business, like store or something like that, because you work harder because now you are everything. You're the marketing director. You have to write the scripts. You do everything. You have to even box up some of the items and mail. You do everything when you have your own business. And most of the time, you got to make sure that your employees get paid before you get paid. You're the last person on the totem pole to get paid. But if you're in Yantava, the type of business that we're in, we don't have to worry about getting products, and we don't even have to touch the products if we don't want to. We can just send people to our website and they buy the products and the company ship the products off for them. We got 6 ways that we get paid in this company. We got, just for y'all don't know, we got 6 ways we get paid by if, like I was mentioning, somebody go to your website and buy products, then you get paid that way. Second way is if you binary qualify, and that just means you have 2 people one-on-one. You introduce 2 people to this business and you help them get started, and you have one person on your right side and one person on your left side. Binary just means 2, so you have 2 people. That's another way you get paid. You get paid off of the work that these 2 people do. That's the good thing about it. It's called leverage. You get to leverage the work that they do. You get paid off of doing it just by introducing them to the business. And the third way we get paid is what, Tikecia? What's the third way?
Binary.
No, check match.
Oh, check match. I'm sorry. Check match.
Yeah, check match is the third way that we get paid. And we pay the check match. That's even better. Because that means if I bring somebody into let's say Tikecia brought me in. And let's say Tikecia brought in Joe. And let's say I made $2,000 this week and Joe made $2,000 this week. Tikecia will get $1,000 from, she'll get 50% of what I made, which is $1,000, and 50% of what Joe made, so she'll get $2,000 off the work that we did, not the work that she did, off the work that we did. And the reason she gets this is because what the company does is they kind of pay you for training, because she would be the one who actually trained us in this business, her and her sponsors, but they trained us on how to work this business. And so the company pays them for doing it. They're not going to take $1,000 away from me and give it to Tikecia. They're going to give me my $2,000 and then they're going to give Tikecia another $1,000. That's just how it works. The fourth way we get paid is what? What's the fourth way? Do you remember? I don't even.
No.
The fourth way we get paid is when you bring somebody in a business.
Oh, okay.
Well, when you're bringing somebody in the business, you get paid anywhere between $30 and $450 by depending on what options they choose to get into the business. Because we have 5 options to get in the business. Choose 5 options to get in the business. then they can get paid that way. And the fifth way is a car payment. They have a car. If you get they'll pay you $1,000. If once you reach the level of diamond, you can get to pick between a Porsche and a Tesla. The only thing you can't pick is the color. It's gonna be white. But other than that, they're gonna pay you for it. Now, what's the undocumented way we get paid, Tikecia? What's the way we get paid?
The retail.
Yeah, the retail. I want to show them how simple it is. We call it what we call right now money. You can pay you can make right now money. Let me just show you this.
That's my favorite right there, Dawn, to be honest. It's the retail for me. I mean, everything else just falls in place. But guys, let Dawn show you the retail. I love the retail.
This is what we call right now money. Now, this is not a documented way to make money, but this is the way that you can make money. This right here is what we call our Vicia Detox Tea. Now, this Vicia Detox Tea comes with sachets in it like this, individual sachets. What we do is we take these individual sachets, we break them down into bags like this. This is a 10-pack bag of Vicia Detox Tea. Doesn't necessarily have to look like they look various ways, but it's 10 packs of this in here. And for this, we sell it for $40. Now, this bag here comes with 30 of them in it. So if I take out 10, that's 3 bags. 3 bags of this I can get out of here. So if I sell this for $40 times 3, that's $120 that I made. And this right here, I can buy for wholesale for $60. So if I bought $60 wholesale, made $120, I doubled my investment. Now, we even do it a little even better. We break it down to 5. We can have these with 5 in it. And for 5, that's $25. So this comes with 30 in it. If I break it down, that means I can get 6 of them in 5. And that means out of 6 times 25 is what? That's $125, right? So I can make $125 if I sell it 25 for $25. And this is what we call right now money, because the way that we get paid on the website, that goes to the website, and the company give you a check. You do get paid every week, get paid every Friday, get paid every single Friday. But if you say you need some right now money, because right now you got to pay a bill. Right now, my car is in the shop. Right now, I got to come up with $500 deductible. I can go out, sell me a couple of these products, and I got my $500. I don't have to wait till the check come in on Friday. I don't got to wait till a bonus come in as we end of the month. I can make some right now money. We do the same thing with the coffee. Coffee is the same thing. It comes with 30 in here. You break it down into products of 5 or 10. We sell it for 5 for $35 and 10 for $60. So 60 times 3 is what? What's $60? $180. You pay $70 for this, you get back $180. See, that's called right now money.
Give me that coffee.
No, Takesha's just gonna drink it all up. She's not gonna even try to flip it or so. She's just gonna drink it. But this is why this business is so great, because you get paid so many different ways that you'll never be broke again. It doesn't even make sense to even not do it, especially when you do it part-time. What you gonna say, Keisha?
No, I totally agree. Okay.
Yeah.
That is right now money. Retail is my favorite, to be honest with you. Retail is most definitely my favorite. Not just for the money, but just think about it. If you break those products down, and if someone uses it for 10 days, 5 or 10 days, you already know they coming back.
Yeah,
it's a no-brainer right there. All they just need, they're going to get the results they looking for. The coffee is amazing. If you're addicted to coffee like me, it's going to relax you. You're just going to love it. You're going to just want to drink it all the time. And far as with the tea, you're going to lose the weight, the inches. You're going to feel great, especially after Thanksgiving, eating all that turkey, macaroni and cheese, greens. Macaroni then clogged half of y'all up.
Let me tell you, that's what I was supposed to say. I've been eating mac and cheese. Now, I make mac and cheese with a lot of cheese, and I've been eating it. Well, I stopped today because we started the challenge. But before the day, I was eating like for breakfast and dinner, or lunch and dinner. I've been eating 2 big bowls of mac and cheese. He was like, "You gonna be so stopped up?" I was like, "I don't care. I got Vicia. Where's my Vicia? I don't care. I got Vicia Detox."
You need a plunge.
I was like, that's the plunge of Basia. That'll take out everything that's in me and get everything out. So I ain't worried. I'm getting it all out now. I already been detoxing already. But these products, that's the cool thing about it, is these products are they instant gratification. They all work. They're very good for you. Not only does the detox tea help you lose weight, but it detoxes your body. So it gets rid of all the impurities in your body. It clears up your skin. It gives you a lot of energy. It really helps you out in a lot of ways. And the coffee too. I was just saying the other day, I was on a meeting. I had my finger. Hold on a second. That's here. My finger. I always have arthritis in this finger, and it was and the coffee's just, I don't know, it just stopped it.
Stop the pain.
Stop the pain. I don't have the arthritis anymore. And I know it's only because of the coffee. So
the coffee, to be honest, the coffee is good for stress too, you know.
Yeah, it is good because it calms you down. It relieves, it gives you clarity too. It helps. And my favorite is the flare. We didn't even talk about the flare tonight, but my favorite is the flare. We have a product called a flare. And this flare will definitely give you all the energy. I don't care. You will never have to ever take an energy drink ever again in life. You shouldn't, because this one you don't crash. It works with your body and not against it. It just keeps you amped and just a lot of, give you a lot of energy. I love the flare.
Yeah, the flare. You know what? I took a flare this morning, and this is a true story. I took a flare. I left out this morning about 8, and I got back in tonight about 6:30, 6:45. That was my first time actually eating.
Yeah, because it suppresses your appetite. See, that's how come so many people get on these products and they lose a lot of weight really fast. Like they lose a lot of weight really, quickly because, I mean, somebody like you may not be wanting to lose a lot of weight, but some people may need to lose a lot of weight and they get on all of these products, and it really kind of helps you if you stick with the program. And I mean, of course, you can't just eat whatever you want to eat. You got to curb the weight, watch some of the things that you eat too, but it curbs your appetite, so you don't even want to eat like you would normally eat if you're an overeater. So it actually curbs your appetite. The Valet 30 suppresses your appetite. The Flare suppresses your appetite, and the Valet and Basia Detox Tea, they all suppress your appetite. So they're all pretty good for you.
Look, Don, I got a little bit in here.
That's your Valet.
Like back in the day, you might have some Henny in here.
Now you walk around with Detox Tea. You know what? One thing that I did find, I told you, we're looking for business partners. We're trying to find people that, that's actually interested in getting that freedom. But what I discovered was a lot of people saying, I don't have enough money to start a business. Well, let me just say this: if you're going to start a business, it does require you to have money. A business that requires you to have no money is usually not a sustainable business. So in order to start a business, you do have to have some money. There's no way to start a business without having any money. But one thing that I find really great about this business is it requires very minimal amount of money just to start. And right now, you can actually start for just $50. You can get in the business for $50. Even you can actually even get it for $25 if you do the number one option. But the best one to kind of start if you really are at a point where you have no money is to start on start with $50, because we have a thing called Sezzle. And some of you probably have heard of the, Afterpay and Affirm and all these different things that you buy now and you pay later. Well, the company actually has a buy now, pay later company that they work with called Sezzle. And you can start the business now and pay later. And with these businesses, you put down 1/4 of it. You have 4 payments. There's no interest. They'll finance it for you, but there's absolutely no interest. And once you pay it, it actually increases. They actually report to the credit bureaus so that it actually increases your credit. So you get to start a business for $50. You get to make a lot of money, and you get to hold on a second. Somebody keeps sending me a message here. Okay.
And you get to boost your credit.
Yes, you get to boost your credit.
How can you lose from that?
You can't. There's no losing to it. There's absolutely no losing to it. Some reason people saying they can't see us. I'm getting messages where people say they can't see us.
They can't see us. You on your page?
Hold on, let me check out my page. Yeah, I don't see it live on my page. Hold on.
I'm looking to. Nope. I don't see it, Dawn.
I don't see it. Say we live now, and hold on, I'm refresh my page and see what happens. Oh yeah, we live. Okay, so
You see
I
it?
yeah, I refreshed my page and came up, so I don't know why they don't see it. But anyway,
I
I
don't
just
see it on your page.
I just refreshed my page and I just see it live. It's there. It says
Okay.
doing things live now. Yeah, I see it. It should be on your page too. I got you. I connected you to it too. So if you go to your page, it should be live. But I just think that there's really no excuse, because if a person wanted to get something, they will get that $50. Like if I came to you and told you that your favorite artist, if I told you that let's say it was a pair of shoes that you wanted. Let's say that it's some, I don't care, whatever shoes it is that normally cost you $250, they sort of sell now for $50. I guarantee you, if you wanted them shoes, you would find a way to get that $50. But
Exactly.
exactly, but the $50, those shoes ain't gonna make you no extra money. Those shoes ain't gonna bring no additional income into your home. You only gonna wear those shoes maybe once, twice. I mean, most people don't wear the same shoes every single day. Some people have to, and if you have to, then you really need to get on this business. But some people don't have to do that. And you very rarely wear the same shoe every single day. So if you could come up with $50 because you want a pair of shoes, you come up with $50 to start a business. That's just common sense. You'll come up with whatever you want to come up with if you really want it strong enough. If you really want to stop living paycheck to paycheck and being a person who has to always be in a struggle, then you will be able to come up with the $50 to start a business. I mean, that's like
just think of Dawn, listen. Just think of it like this. If a female want to get her hair done, right? Mm-hmm. And you go to the hair salon every 2 weeks and they charging you, I mean, these days it's $80 to $100. You're going to come up with the money, right? Or the nails. You can't even go to a nail shop and spend less than $60.
Yeah, they come on the average about $70, $75. Or get your eyelashes. Get those eyelashes put in. I think my daughter paid like $100 and something to get her eyelashes put. I don't wear the eyelash thing, but she does, and she paid like $100 something. I don't care what's going on. She'd be like, "Oh my, I can't." She's supposed to be coming down to visit me. She's like, "Oh no, I can't come that day because I got an eyelash appointment." Like that's a priority for her. Her eyelashes got to be done a certain way. She was like, "No, I can't fly down that day because I don't want to miss my eyelash appointment because it takes too long for me to get this lady." So you know what I'm saying? If it's important to you, you're gonna make a way to get that done. But your eyelashes is not gonna bring you any money. I'm sorry, your hair is not gonna bring you any money. Your nails being a certain length is not gonna bring you any money. I mean, unless you're a hair model and you gotta show your hands, or if you in some kind of hair show and they're gonna pay you for being in a hair show. But those are odd things that could possibly happen. But for the most part, those things ain't bring you more money. But if you pay $50 to start a part-time business that you can work on the side, bring in money, and we can show you how to make that $50 back the day, even before your products arrive. You know what I'm saying? So you can make that $50 back real quick. You could make the $200 back. If you make $200 real quick, and you pay off the sezzle before your money is even due, that increases your credit even more. You know what I'm saying? You get even higher on your credit. It's just a no-brainer to me. I'm looking for business partners that see that that's a no-brainer and they're ready to get started too. And another thing, Tikecia, when you have your own business, you get so many different tax breaks. Like, it's just so many tax breaks that you can get when you just have a home-based business. I mean, just you get a tax break on the mortgage or the rent that you pay. You get a tax paid on your cable bill, on your internet bill, on your cell phone bill, on your electricity, on everything. You get so many tax breaks that if you don't have your own, even if you had a business and you didn't make any money, let's say, because a lot of people say, well, I tried that kind of industry before and I didn't make money. Well, you wasn't on the dream team, so that's why you didn't know what to do. And nobody take the time to show you, but on the dream team, we take the time to show you exactly how to get to the cash. So, and then secondly, you it didn't really matter if you made money, because if you didn't make money, you still got a tax break for owning a business. You can still write off all of the things that you can write off of. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a no winner. Even like in the business, if every month you get a bottle of valet delivered to keep yourself active in the business, that's a tax write-off. And you're getting, and it's giving you the energy and the vitamins that you need to make you healthy. So it's not, there's no lose in it. You know what I'm saying? It's win-win. It's no lose in it at all. So I don't even understand how or why anybody would not start in a business and start today.
Well, you sold me, Don. You just sold me, child, because I didn't even know that the Sezzle help increase your credit score. So that's phenomenal. That's a plus by itself. If you guys have any trouble struggling with your credit, that's phenomenal right there. And far as with the tax break, I need that. My kids are older, and unfortunately, I can't write off my dogs. I tried that.
You but you own a business, so you don't even have to worry about that. There's so many tax breaks that you can actually do. Now, neither one of us are tax professors, or we're not tax people. We're not asking you to take tax advice from us, but we know. So we just telling you to get with your tax person and let them help you save money once you start a business. So don't nobody go and say, Dawn told me this, Dawn told me that. I'm not a tax expert, but I do know that by on my own business, I can write off certain things that I couldn't write off when I didn't have my own business. I know that when I have my own business, when I don't have a business, I got to pay my whole electric bill by myself with no tax write off. I got to pay my internet. I got to pay for my phone with my whole tax. And now you may not get. You do use it for personal use too, but you do use a lot. I use a lot of it I use more for business than I do for personal use. So it's a tax write-off because I need these things in order to run my business properly. And the government helps people who own their business. That's how come the rich keep getting rich and the poor keep getting poor, because the rich people understand the laws and how they work when it comes to money. While the poor people, they just think they're supposed to have a job and drive and try to, save money to pay bills. So that's the difference between the rich and the poor. You got to be able to. I keep getting these messages from people saying that they're not seeing it. Hold on.
Okay.
They keep saying I don't see anything. Okay, I don't know. It looks like it's live. It's on the page say live, so I don't get why they can't see us. I don't know.
They say they can't see us.
Yeah, I keep saying people saying I don't see anything, so I don't know. But if I go to my page, I can see that I'm live. It's right there. It's saying it hasn't started. They're saying it hasn't started yet.
Oh, okay, you think it's a delay?
I don't see how it could be a delay. If I I just open up my page again and I'm trying to see if it's on again. We're still live, so I don't know. I don't know why they're not seeing us. But
they don't see our red jackets. They don't see the dream. The dream thing.
They'll see it in a few, I'm sure. I don't know why they don't see it, but they can catch. If you don't see it live, you can catch the replay. I'm gonna keep it up on here. But what we basically want to come out and tell you that, listen, we're looking for business partners. If you're ready to come in on a business tonight, I'm ready to help you out. If you're a person who can't, you struggling and you really want to do this business and you're serious about doing this business. And if you can't come up with that $50 put down on Sezzle, I will actually help you come up with a down payment if you are serious. I'm only going to do it for the first 3 people that sign up tonight. You got to sign up tonight. And if you are serious and I see you, so I may be able to help you. Depends on it's a different thing. You got to go through the Sezzle. I got to see if it works out for you, or you got to see what it is. But if it comes to the point where, it's a matter of you really desperately want to join the business and you just don't have $50, I will give you $50. Because let me just tell you, I feel if you are a grown person, you don't have $50, you need to start your own business. You need something ain't working for you right in your job. If you're grown and you cannot come up with $50 then you really need to reconsider your life and about thinking of something, doing something that can get you out of a position where if something came up, you can't come up with $50. That to me, that's sad. I mean, I'm not saying that you're sad, but that hurts my heart. That you at a position where something come up and you can't come up with $50. So it's time that you start making a change. Something has to change in your life, and it has to change quick because you don't want to ever be in a position where you don't have $50 to be able to pay for something. You just really don't want to be in that position. So if you're in that position, you actively working on something, then that makes sense. But if you're not actively working on something and you keep finding yourself in a position where something come up and you can't come up with $25 or $50 and you're grown, then you need to really start thinking about things that you need to start changing. And one of the things that you can change is to start a part-time business working from home. And we are the people to start and work with, because we are the people who will have your best interest at heart, that will really go above and beyond to make sure that you are successful. So
I totally agree. I totally agree. If you do not have $50 and you as an adult, there's a problem with that.
It really is a problem.
Definitely a problem. So, I mean, they say that the average person, I don't know, you can quote me if I'm wrong, Don. I don't know if you heard this before, but I heard that the average person don't even have $500 in a savings account.
Yeah, I heard that
now,
too.
I have heard that before. Yeah. Now, you may not have 500, but you should at least have $50. And if it's your last $50, and Dawn said the first 3 people, that means you should be in her inbox right now.
Right now. You should be sending me a message right now. That's what I want you to do. If you are one of those people, send me a message right now. Don't wait. Don't delay. Not right now. Right now. Okay.
Right now.
Right now. All right, Tikecia, we got to get ready to go because we actually have a meeting in a couple of minutes that we have to jump on. But we did want to come out there. We hope that I don't know if you can't see this, because I keep getting messages from all these different people saying they can't see it. I don't know why, because it's showing up live. But it's going to be on my page. It's going to be on Tikecia's page. You can go back and check it at any time. But this offer that I've offered is only for tonight. It's only good for tonight. So don't come back next week asking for the same deal. No, it's tonight and tonight only. So if you are going to sign up, you have to sign up tonight in order for me to help you if you're in that position where you need help, okay?
What time they have until, Dawn?
They have until midnight. After midnight is another day. So you got to sign up tonight. So you got 3 hours and 15 minutes to make a decision to change your life. And let me tell you, it'll be the best decision you ever made. I'm not even kidding you. It'll be the best decision you have ever made if you make a decision to come and join us, become business partners with us tonight. It will be the best decision you ever made. I guarantee you. And even if you're a person who owns your own business and you just need that extra money to keep you in business, this is a great way. It's something additional you can add to something that you're already doing, or it's a way that you can make money to fund your original business or what it is that you're interested in. It's just it just makes sense. It's a win-win situation for everybody.
Yes, win-win-win. So y'all have until midnight to contact Dawn for that $50. I'm about to get in your inbox, Dawn.
Well, all right, we're going to leave for that. I'm going to play that song that I played in the beginning. It's called Freedom. If you want it, you can have it. It's called Freedom. Contact either myself or Tikecia and start getting free, all right? So that you'll never be broke again.